Rottweiler. History of breed Rottweiler. The Rottweilers distilled the name of the Zavdiaki to one German town Rottweil. This place became famous for it, because from the very beginning of its foundation, in the new, a large number of the most intriguing dogs lingered. The creatures were so rich that the authorities of that place were inspired to introduce a law that would cut off the number of dogs. There was one dog per skin member of the motherland. Rottweilers accompanied the herds to fairs, stalked for their integrity. On the distant day of the fair, they escorted their master home. All the money from sales was attached to the dog. Only such a time, the owner has the benefit of saving his wealth. With the appearance of cold collie, Rottweilers have lost their popularity, their numbers have shrunk. In 1901, in Hamburg, the commanders of the police with a Rottweiler farted away to rally the NATO sailors, who roared, after which the dogs became extremely popular. At that hour, the first description of these dogs was stored up. It was not a bad thing for them to victorize like police officers. Even more so is the fact that in Russia they vicariated for the protection of domesticated elk species of poachers. Rottweiler to milk a big dog, he may have problems with a musculoskeletal device. The beauty of a Rottweiler cannot be over the top Navantas Huvat big and especially haircuts. Matured Pisno, and will be formed again and ZMTSN to the second rock. Watching the Rottweiler. Try to follow him, so that your dog does not independently rise from the great heights, and do not allow him to go down on the slope. He wants to come down to 5-6 months. So come in safely to reduce the risk of deformation and the disease of the dog's snow in the summer weather. If you want your Rottweiler to look wider, learn to swim better. Regular training of the coat is not only for the levelness, but also for the dog's infamous state. Rottweilers are not better able to endure the heat, that in summer the heat is not long enough to walk in the sun and give the dog an incentive, so as not to provoke a heat stroke in the dog. For a thick coat of wool, a Rottweiler can normally endure the cold, but all the same, Vartoverhuvity, that the dog is not a long-haired dog, and in severe frosts transfer the Rottweiler to a home, as if you live on your street. In ZH Rottweiler Nevibaglavi, smut do not resent the dog. Zyva Varga for a Rottweiler not necessary for the heart and snow. The Rottweiler is more tolerant to the point of pain, and you may not show for a long time that it's bad for you. To that masters of the Rottweiler, we should especially respect to the dog's height. As you have succeeded, that your case is unwell, do not drag out a visit to the veterinarian.